Most coaches think they need better lighting or a more expensive camera or a nice office with a fancy background, and they're wrong. The biggest difference between cinematic content and amateur content happens before you even press record, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at a filming location the same way again. I've been a filmmaker for over 2 decades, and I'm about to teach you the 20% of what I know to get 80% of my results. See this B-roll here? It was shot by my dad, friends, even strangers. Nobody had any video experience. I just handed them the camera for 10 minutes and I told them what to do. You might already have an inkling about what I'm about to say. Shoot outdoors. There's nothing more beautiful than a natural setting with the sunlight creeping in, with the the leaves fluttering in the background. There's just no way you're gonna make your office look as good as this. And it's not that hard. I mean, we all have a park or a bluffs or some place we can go. I'm in a backyard right now at sunset. So my suggestion is that you don't even worry about your office. It might be more convenient to shoot there. It's also gonna look just as sterile as every other video producer you see on YouTube. Now, shooting with the sun behind you is kind of important, I would say, for various reasons. One, it's just not as bright on your face. So like right now the sun, right now I'm in full shade, I guess. But, sometimes the sun could be hitting me here, give me a little kicker, but it's not going to be bright right on my face. And if it is, hopefully it's going to be even behind me too. So there is a little bit of a balance of lighting you want to deal with. You don't want yourself in shadow and then super bright behind you, of course. So there are some nuances here. But again, if we're shooting with a light behind us, especially during B-roll, that's what's going to allow us to get those lens flares, assuming we're opened up enough to get that, which we'll talk about some other time. So in this video, we're just touching on location, obviously, and lighting, essentially. But if you want to know the whole system, how do I get this footage from complete strangers or from my dad in his backyard? Go watch the training, originstory.media, 40-minute training. You'll know the whole system. You don't even have to work with me. You can just take it and run. Now, of course, if you want the support, if you want the editing to be done for you, yada, 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 come work with me. It'll be an amazing partnership, I promise. Another very important element that I always like to include is depth behind you. Essentially, distance between yourself and whatever the background is. You might be outside, you might have golden light at sunset, but if you're right up against a wall or a bush or something like that, it's just not going to look as beautiful. You want that depth behind you. That's the cinematic look. That's another reason why outside is better than inside, because indoors in an office, you're going to be cramped. The wall's going to be probably right behind you, and you're having to either use a window or a light that you've bought. There's just it's so much harder to make an office environment look nice. It really takes a pro. Whereas with this, we just get outside, make sure there's depth behind us. Ideally, it's golden hour. We have the sun behind us. And ideally, like, again, natural foliage or something, because that's just going to bring things to life. It's going to add so much dimension to your footage. So this is the most important choice you're going to make, is where are you going to film? And it doesn't have to be like, I have to choose the most beautiful time of day and the most beautiful location I can think of every single time. In fact, some variation will be nice. But the point is, it's not just in your sterile, boring office every day with a LED light, making your face look blue. Now, if this video was helpful for you and you want to get to know a little bit more about me and what I'm doing here on this channel with Origin Story Media and with the Origin Method itself, watch this video. It's kind of like the highlights of the first few videos I've made. Check it out.